بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، وبعد. أهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome my students in another lecture with social statistics. We continue to complete chi-square test. In the last lecture we study about chi-square test in the part 1, and now we study chi-square test part 2. Okay, the figures from the in this lecture we have some examples or solved examples. The figures from the from here records are set out in table 8.3. This party seems considerable, for although 28% of the printers' wives breastfeed their babies for 3 months or more. As many as 45% of the farmers' wives did so. What is its significance? We have table 10.3, numbers of wives of printers and farmers who breastfeed their babies for less than 3 months or for 3 months or more. We have a table 2 by 2, printers' wives and farmers' wives 36 and 30. Account these columns. We have 66 and we have 3 months or more, 40 to printers' wives and 25 farmers' wives, and total 39. All the sample 105. The null hypothesis is set up that there is no difference between printers' wives and farmers' wives in the period for which they breastfeed their babies. The chi-square test on fourfold table may be carried out by a formula that provides a shortcut to the conclusion. If A, B, C, and D are the numbers in the cells of the fourfold table as shown in table 8.3. In this case, variable 1 or first variable is breastfeeding. 3 months we 0, 3 months 1. يعني less than 3 months we نعطي له إشارة 0 أو رمز simple. 3 months اللي هو 3 months or more يأخذ رمز 1, and variable 2 is husband's occupation, printers 0 or farmers 1, is calculated from the following formula. Chi-square equal AD, that meaning A multiple D minus B multiple C, all this square, and A plus B plus C plus D divided by A plus B multiple C plus D multiple B plus D multiple A plus C. With a fourfold table, there is 1 degree of freedom in accordance with the simple rule number of columns minus 1 multiple number of rows minus 1. not counting the row and column containing the totals for the data in table 8.3. This gives 2 minus 1 multiple 2 minus 1 equal 1. What is the meaning of 1 here? This is a degree freedom or درجة الحرية. Now we must exchange the symbol with numbers from the table 8.3. 36 multiple 25 minus 30 multiple 40. All this square multiple 105, all the sample. 60 or divided by 60 multiple 66 multiple 39 multiple 55 multiple 50 equal 3.4 نتيجة لقيمة مربع كاي or value of chi-square. Entering the chi-square table with 1 degree of freedom, we read along the row and find that 3.4 lies between 2.7 and 3.8. 2.7 and 3.8. Therefore, 0.05 less than probably or P less than 0. So despite an apparently considerable difference between the proportions of printers' wives and the farmers' wives breastfeeding their babies for 3 months or more. The probability of this result are or one more extreme occurring by chance is more than 50%. Therefore we agree with null hypothesis. بمعنى أن طالما أن هذا الرقم الذي خرجنا به هو أقل مما موجود في الجدول الذي سنراه بعد قليل، هذا يعني أن الفرق جاء بالصدفة وليس فرقا معنويا، وبالتالي نتفق مع null hypothesis or zero hypothesis. نرى الآن we have a chi-square distribution اللي هي توفر فيها in the columns probability and in the rows degree freedom. اوكي، معانا الآن جدول أو توزيع ما يسمى بالكاي سكوير، وعند الديجري فريدم 1 and 0.05 probability we have 3.8 اوكي، والنتيجة التي خرجنا بها قبل قليل كانت 3.4، بمعنى أقل قيمة كاي سكوير المستخرجة أو المحسوبة صارت 3.4، بينما قيمة كاي سكوير المجدولة 3.8. 3.4 محسوبة، 3.8 مجدولة، إذن هي أقل من المجدولة، وهذا يعني فعلا ليس هناك فرق بين زوجات الذين يعملون بالطباعة أو زوجات المزارعين في مجال إرضاع الأبناء أو الأطفال لمدة أقل من 3 أشهر أو أكثر من 3 أشهر. وطالما أن النظرية الصفرية تقول ليس هناك فرق، إذن نحن نتفق مع الفرضية الصفرية. نأخذ مثال آخر example calculation of chi-square test. Construct your table. The presented numbers are the observed values: anemia, parasites, positive or negative, and total. With anemia, yes or no, and total. We have 4 box or cells, 40, 10, 20, 30, and total 60, 40, and total anemia 50, 50, and all sample 100. We have a formula to calculate chi-square equal AD minus BC all square, A plus B plus C plus D divided by A plus B multiple C plus D multiple B plus D multiple A plus C. Exchange the numbers from the table. We have 40 multiple 30 minus 10 multiple 20 all square multiple 100 divided by 50 multiple 50 multiple 40 multiple 60 equal 60.6. In the chi-square table, under the 0.05 probability and degree freedom 1, we have 3.10 3.8. يعني الآن معنا القيمة المجدولة 3.8 والقيمة المحسوبة لكاي سكوير 60.6. إذن القيمة المحسوبة أعلى من المجدولة. Value account more than a value in the table chi-square. Entering the chi-square table with 1 degree of freedom, we don't find that 60.66. Therefore, p-value أو probability أو القيمة الاحتمالية probability 0.01, 0.05, 0.010 more than probability and more than 0. So there are considerable difference between categories variables. Therefore, we don't agree with null hypothesis. What's hypothesis? What's it say there are no difference between variables. بمعنى طالما أن القيمة المحسوبة هي أعلى من القيمة المجدولة، إذن هناك فرق. وطالما أن الفرضية الصفرية تقول ليس هناك فرق، إذن نحن لا نتفق. We don't agree with null hypothesis. لا نتفق مع الفرضية الصفرية لأن فعلا هناك فرق. Thank you my dear students. نلتقي إن شاء الله في محاضرة أخرى مستقبلا. شكرا جزيلا لكم. إلى اللقاء.